I guess how would you see Health Trends AI being used to address specific areas in public health, such as health disparities or bias in healthcare, systemic racism, you name it, maternal and child health? What are some of the key areas that you all are really looking to focus on?
So, what's going on with health equity is definitely an area that we're looking on. If the statistic has been collected, and I know on a lot of the state websites, they do collect certain, what I would call the census categories of race, sex, age. If that data has been collected, that we want that data and we want to parse it and make it available so that it can be used as a strong basis for decision making going forward. So we feel pretty strongly about that. But think about all the data that a state collects. It's not just coronavirus. It happens that coronavirus is a very large amount of data being collected today and in everybody's face, so to speak. But there's a lot of other things that get collected. You get flu data, you have vaping data, you have cannabis data coming up. You have a lot of different types of data that's on the health side. There are other types of data. What we are developing is a way to collect data. It's really a data infrastructure. I think in a lot of ways, when you make the data that the states have stronger by the way that it's collected, you provide more trust in the states and more trust in government, which certainly could help with today's polarization. So I think that it has this great social impact just because it's providing trust and transparency in data. But it can be applied to any type of public data. It's not limited to health, but our grant is limited to health because that's what the NSF funded. So that's what we're focusing on.
All right, so what other types of data would you, outside of health, would you all be focusing on, or have you started focusing on?
We haven't started looking to see what's available in particular, but I can imagine that there would be categories of things like ESG data, there would environment, social, and corporate responsibility data that could be published. If it can be published, we can collect it, is really what it boils down to. And we concentrate on public data because it's open government data and it's everybody's data. So, we think that everybody should have the ability to easily use it and access it.